Think, no, not think. We're gonna see some, isang video ni Sir J. Aluga. Nasa ko siya abogante. So, yeah, let's see about his US political things. Political comics na. Wala pa siya. Oh, there it is. Meron pala siyang bago eh. Alright. Let's see. Let's see this. Alis ko ano yung kasi comics yun. Tirahin. Oh, just kidding. And what's the... Alright, let's do this.
Okay, so in my last video, I mentioned that I am planning to create more videos about American politics on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Really?
so honestly, I've been trying to
Namiss
figure
ko
out
gawin
kung
to.
paano ko umpisahan yung series
Namiss
na
ko gawin
yon,
to.
and
Wala
it's
kang idea.
a little bit overwhelming. Okay? Kasi
Ano, kasi
sobrang
hindi mo kaya
lawak
yun.
at
Just kidding.
sobrang lalim ng rabbit hole na iyon. And since
Uh-huh. Really?
election na sa kanila, I think there are a lot of things that's happening over there that are quite interesting to at least to some Filipinos, okay? And especially to those who are watching this channel. Explain natin kung paano ba ako na naging interesado dito sa American politics in the first place, since 'di ba parang medyo weird kasi na Pilipino ako, bakit ba ako pakialam ko ba sa kanila, 'di ba? So,
Well, nakaka-fascinate naman din kasi talagang pag-aralan yung well, natin pag-aralan and, pag-chismisan din or pag-usapan yung, ano, domestic political affairs ng ibang bansa because minsan, I think other people would also feel na, nakaka-boring naman din yung political affairs or drama ng bansa namin. Of course, I'm saying this in Tagalog terms, but you get what I mean. All right, let's continue this.
we're gonna get into that right now. But before we start, siguro pala, I thought na I'd tell you about my status politically back then,
Aha.
noong mga panahon na hindi ko pa tinitingnan yung American politics. Okay, so I was a typical Pinoy na walang masyadong
Clickbait
pakialam
yung interested.
sa politika
Charot.
actually. And I was like a lot of Filipinos, so I was sick and tired about personality politics here in the Philippines.
Mm.
Puro mga walang kwenta yung mga politiko, or at least
Woo.
yung paniniwala ko predominantly na lahat ng politiko walang kwenta, and the system doesn't work without exactly knowing and being able to explain why. 'Di ba? Kasi
Bakit
mag-iba
sa
yun eh.
tingin mo? Bakit sa
Very
yeah.
knee-jerk yung mga reactions ko when it comes to politics during that time. I was participating online, mga online discussions, but looking back, um, I could say that napakahilaw pala nung paningin ko sa politika
Oh God,
during
finally
those
admitted.
times. And compared to now, I would have had very different takes noong mga nangyayari noong mga panahon na yun.
Seriously,
Although I
really.
wouldn't say I am uh, an expert by any stretch of the imagination
Malamang di naman tayo
about
expert eh.
political science or whatever you want to call it. But I think I have developed my own way of looking at things because of my interest dito sa subject na ito. So around mga early 2010s,
Mm-hmm.
I was consuming a lot of YouTube videos about science, about
Oh, just cut to the chase.
but then again, I discovered the Joe Rogan experience, and
Yeah,
it
I think most of the nagiging writing, right, right is Filipinos really stick to Joe Rogan. I did become quite of a center right in a way without probably some right is that yung naging ano kasi is naging right is ako in a way na agrees with the left on their foreign policy that we should isolate ourselves for now, and we should really, we should really give concern more about our own country's well-being. Though I then share that sympathy on the left on the terms of US politics, which is I try to not really try. Sinakyan ko lang na maging concern natin sa Pilipinas. Diba? I, that's how I really see
is actually malaki ang influence talaga sa akin obviously dito sa podcasting, and it had opened a lot of avenues for me to think and observe and analyze
Okay,
things.
good, good, good.
Started talking about politics on the show, and those topics became starting points for me to look up and learn more about them. Yun. So, sa Joe Rogan experience, nagsimula talaga yan.
Nyeta.
Okay? Okay,
Joke.
so
Just kidding.
while watching the Joe Rogan experience, I was introduced to a lot of concepts about the things that are happening in the US, diba? Um, pero
Mostly lang naman ang hinahanap nyo kasi cultural war. Kasi Democrats are the ones who starting cultural war, di ba? Yun na naman ata yung hinaano nyo. The Democrats are starting cultural war. I don't think so. Republicans do it as well. So, anong pinagkaiba?
surface level lang yung mga pangunawa ko doon, and
Oh, hilaw, in
most
other
of the
words.
time parang I just parang naririnig ko lang siya. Some of the things were brought up frequently, pero I didn't really bother looking deeper into them.
Yeah, kasi
Yun yung
libertarian
simula ng
tayo.
ng mga ng woke era. During that time kasi nagsisimula na yung
Dude, matagal na yung sinasabi mong woke era. Like, former President Clinton allowed American gays to serve in the military anonymously. Okay? That's where it started. Though he did become quite of an anti-LGBT president for a while, just to win back conservatives, okay, or conservative democratic voters that had voted for former President Reagan, had voted for former President George H.W. Bush, former President uh, Eisenhower, those who had you know, remained alive, but they had voted also for President Clinton. I mean, that's the point.
yung
So,
Me Too movement. Yeah.
AI image generation has been all the rage for a year. You can find AI pictures
Yung debate nila tungkol dun sa Obamacare. Si Donald Trump ata hindi pa nag-a-announce nun eh. So wala pa
malamang,
masyadong
hindi pa.
Donald Trump news nun. 'Di ba? Mga naririnig ko lang siya pero I don't really bother finding out what they really
But
were. Yung
why
mga
did you,
details sa mga
but
ganyan.
why did you now get bothered?
Until eto na,
Bakit nga
ang
ba?
pinakang turning point kung bakit ako naging
It's,
interesado talaga.
which is 2016, or more like 2015, 2016 election cycle. Diba? Yun na yun. That's it. That's the gist of it.
Yung mga school shootings na nangyayari sa
Oh, really? Really? You're interested in that? Wow. I did. I did ask you about, what do you think of the Texas shooting? But you didn't react. I asked you about the Texas shooting, but you did not react that. Oh my goodness. It was hypocrisy. And then you only commented about the school shooting at that Catholic school in Tennessee, which, by the way, I condemn that as well. That child should not have done that. Even though I despise the yung mga naging atraso at human rights violations ng mga Catholic priests and nuns through the years, through the centuries. Of course, I don't want them really getting killed. Hindi naman ako tulad ng mga nasa SM natin. So, ipapatay yung mga ano, no, no, no. We're not like that. Probably I can say it as a joke because I can joke. I mean, that's not the point. But still, on the school, on the shootings. All right, let's see. Kung ano yung happened in first shooting. Let's go.
Amerika. Nagkaroon na naman ng isang matindi. I can't remember kung ano yun exactly.
Oh my God, wala siyang
Pero
idea
it
kung ano
is
yung
terrible. It was a terrible school shooting that
nakalimut
happened
school shooting.
again
Yeah.
in the United States.
Okay, I think ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na he was referring to the school shooting, gun, gun, gun rage of that former student on that Catholic school in Tennessee. He didn't talk about the other mass shootings that happened in public areas. I'm not saying that mas importante yun than to talk about the school shootings. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he should also talk about those not school shootings, but still, it's a mass shooting and whatever. That's on him.
And while watching, may mga napapanood akong news about it. Hindi ko matanggap kung ano yung rason nila. Kasi takang-taka ko, bakit ba nangyayari to? Bakit ba nangyayari itong mga gun shootings na to, mga school shootings, pinapatay yung mga bata? Diba?
Yeah,
Anong
bakit
ibig
kaya ba?
sabihin nun? Bakit nangyayari yun sa Amerika? Kasi it's quite a very uniquely American thing. At least for me, back then. Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, hindi naman nangyayari yun eh. Di ba? Wala, walang ganun. Para sa ano bang meron sa Amerika? Bakit ba merong namamaril sa ng mga bata, mga poke ng inang yan? 'Di ba?
Alam mo kung bakit? Alright? You know why? Some Americans are bullied throughout their childhood, through their adulthood. Some people are just by, well, being bullied in general by the society. They think of it. Others are, paranoid because some people might rob, rob them of their possessions. I There's this only not really true statement, but I think yung una kong sinabi totoo yan na most of the Americans throughout their childhood until adulthood are being bullied. Therefore, therefore kailangan nilang, therefore they had this urge to buy guns, own it, and kill the people that they despise. Okay, that is most of the uh, sentiment, or no, I had this other word na lumutang ko lang. Motivating factor. That's the motivating factor. Okay, that's how it is. For sometimes it's about want to try doing political violence against other people that they're not the same with political beliefs. Okay, that has been the case on some mass shootings in the US. Anyway, let's go ahead with this and let's continue.
So, I look deeper and dun sa mga news na napanood ko, hindi na sa Joe Rogan to eh.
Kaya,
Doon sa mga
well,
news,
to be fair, kumuha din naman sila sa to be fair kasi kay General, kumuha naman sila sa Google. No? Yung mga, sa mga legit uh, local media sources about sa gun shooting sa US. If they just wanna, if pick up article from CNN, they don't want to pick up an article from New York Times, or MSNBC, Wall Street Journal, then of course, nandiyan naman yung local media. So, ano naman, that's fair. That's the fair thing I would say kay Joe Rogan na talagang sa local media sila websites ko pabalita nila. I would be yun na yung pinaka-fair ko kay Joe Rogan to be honest. Anyway, that's good.
videos na napapanood ko, puro mainstream media yung nandun. And a lot of the
Ayan
things that
na. Well, Fox is a mainstream commentary news media. So,
actually everything na dun sa initial search ko na napanood ko were saying the same things na they were all blaming people, specifically Republicans, for owning guns.
no, at, this is your mistake. Okay. Yeah, sure. Some in the liberal news media claims yung uh, Republicans, okay? But one of the more motivational claims, not really motivational, it's a terrible word to say, but one of the not motivation, one of the factors that they blame Republicans is because of their lacks, okay, lacks, LAX, na maluwag na gun ownership regulation, which is in the mostly in the red states, red super rural states. Right? So I'll show you guys this chart. Gun gun regulation in all states. State by state. Wait. There. Here it is. Ayan o. Kung makikita niyo yung there. Pina, ano ko. So yeah. So concealed. So ito yung mga types ng laws on the ownership of gun state by state. So according here, it's a right to carry since 1986, 89, 90. Oh God, this is 1020, 1021, 2, 3, oh my God. So almost all states noong 2024 had unrestricted gun rules, like literal freedom to own gun. Into, hindi kasi mapagkakatiwalaan yung hindi kasi mapagkakatiwalaan yung see the no. Sa firearm. Oh God. No. Wait. God damn it. God. I want to have that simple. There. No, not gun laws. Gun laws. So strictest regulations is only in 3 states. New York, no, more like two. New York, New Jersey. high regulation, California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Maryland. So that's four. Okay. Moderate regulations happen in the Democratic state of Washington, Republican state of North Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Democratic states of Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Rhode Island, North Carolina, South Carolina. Weakest regulation naman, well, according sa map na to, no, Wikipedia no 2020, which is Maine. It's at Maine, but they don't have that much of a gun shooting. Okay, it happens in the urban areas. Seriously, guys, it happens in the rural areas, urban areas rather, yung nagiging gun shootings ng ano, ng mga gun shootings. Mississippi, Alaska, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Arizona, Kansas, Missouri, West Virginia, well, as well as Vermont and New Hampshire. Though wala akong naririnig na na major gun shooting crime in Vermont and New Hampshire. And even that surprises me. And in Alaska as well. That is surprising. Oh yeah. I don't get it. Like these states have the weakest gun regulation ownership, but then they don't have much. I'm not saying that the right is not right. I'm just saying that why do people like to do gun shootings in urban areas? That's it. It's, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's it. I can't really explain it much. Like, bakit ganun? Sila yung not so much gun shootings in the rural areas or rural counties. I mean, like, let's go back to this one.
'Di ba? And the narrative was these Republicans are so evil. They are so evil. Wala silang pakialam sa mga batang mamatay yung mga bata.
Oh yeah, totoo yun. That's why they hate gun. That's why they hate, a fair, a fair, um, a fair gun regulation. That's true. They don't really care. Well, I'm not saying they're evil, but I'm just really saying it here na they don't care. Republicans doesn't care. That's as far as I'm concerned.
Mas mahal nila yung baril nila. 'Di ba? Yun yung naririnig.
Well, mas mahal din nila yung camping donations na binibigay ng NRA sa kanila in the first place. So that's it. That's the dark thing of the political campaign contributions financially.
Ko dun sa mga pundits, dun sa mga news anchors, sa mga
Why can't you just say na those liberals? You could just say that. Fox News does. People at Fox doesn't say that. You know that they don't say that in the OAN. They don't say that in the Newsmax. So what are you talking about?
Yun, 'di ba? Yun ang napapanood ko, yun ang lumalabas sa lahat ng search ko sa media sa kanila. Sabi ko, grabe, totoo ba to? Hindi ko matanggap. Parang kumbaga, ang pagkakaalam ko kasi yung Republicans are basically half the population of America. So you are telling me na kalahati ng populasyon ng America are bloodthirsty people who loves shooting children.
Yeah, or not really wants to shoot children, but ayun, yun yung nangyayari sa urban areas eh. Hindi mo nare-realize, Sir Comicsman, or, diba? It happens in the urban areas. It doesn't really happen at rural areas. Jesus.
Because they have guns. Yun yung sinasabi niya sa akin, 'di ba? And well, at least magkakaiba sila ng levels ng ng vitriol at saka ng levels nila ng ng panghihikayat, ng demagoguery. Yan, demagoguery tuloy. Di ba? Yung pagiging demagogue nila na parang, it's a very, napakasama ng mga taong to. Di ba? Ganun ng impression sa akin talaga na parang kung hindi ka mag-iisip talaga critically, iisipin mo demonyo yung kalahati ng Amerika. 'Di ba? Which is hindi ko matanggap na ganun ba talaga ang mga Amerikano. Kumbaga parang maybe they are, 'di ba? Maybe they are. Hindi ko naman alam. Wala naman
Maybe some of them, okay? The truth is, some of them can be really, demonic. Ugali nila. Not cruel yung ugali nila, especially. But this applies also now to both blacks and white Americans that sees people that they never seen in their life because they haven't really, traveled on the country of those tourists, not that doesn't come from Europe, but mostly come from Asia na mga tourists sa US. Like, talaga masya-shock sila na, oh God, there are real Filipinos here in the US. Diba? Especially if, makinig ka lang nila sa Tagalog na dialect mo, of course they would understand that, oh, there's a Filipino here. So, not, and then some would say that, why are these Filipinos are here in our country? Why are they touring? So some are nice, but generally are nice. Just go to don't press the button of what can trigger their emotional sensibilities. I guess that is the hard lesson I would have to carry if ever makapunta ako ng US. Seriously, I think I would do that. So, let's continue on this.
ako doon eh. Pero I would need to see proof na yun talaga ang dahilan. Okay, so what I did,
Oh yeah, before I forgot, well, I already forgot to say this that I should have made a separate recording on this video. Though, medyo tinatamad kasi ako mag-edit. So, ganun talaga. Na tatamad din ako tatamad akong i-chop to separate parts. I'll just try to finish this and then I'll end it soon.
was I started searching for different keywords, 'di ba? Na instead na mass shootings lang, nilagay ko was something like school shootings, Republican perspective, 'di ba? Or para school what do
Yeah, yeah.
Republic what the fuck pa?
Oh,
So that's when I found out that what the fuck parang these these people were lying to me, di ba? Or at least they were not being fully honest in representing the arguments or the the views of the Republican Party, di ba?
um, mm, number one, may receipts. Okay, number one, makikita natin na nagdo-donate yung NRA heavily sa Republicans and to some conservative Democrats, both in the House and the Senate and the state legislature, the mga elected politicians until to the lowest ranking elected officials on the county level of the states. Okay? Makikita natin doon kung ilang libo o ilang milyon na yung binigay ng NRA groups or mga backers na NRA sa mga Republican and Democratic candidates na to for offices, especially when it comes to the gun issue kasi talaga magbibigay ang mga yan. Also, to the Democrats na may pagka-lax yung belief to the gun control, to the sa pag-relax ng gun, not control, gun regulation ownership. Yun yung tamang word doon. It's about the gun regulation ownership. And if medyo maluwag-luwag yung mga ibang conservative Democrats on the gun regulation ownership, of course they're gonna donate to them. Hindi lang naman sa Republicans Democrats still have conservative Democrats in them. They should realize that, though, to be honest.
Ah, so I realized na based na rin dun sa mga sinasabi dun sa podcast ni na Joe Rogan, dun sa
Eh,
mga guest niya na the media is lying, di ba? That line had been
okay, the media is lying. So can we say na ba na the Fox News also lied about what really happened on the 2020 presidential election? Ganun ba? Pwede ba natin sabihin dyan, Comics Man, na the anchors also at Fox also lied on the results, or had helped echo the lies of the former president that he won, even though he didn't won the electoral votes and didn't won the popular vote. Would you believe that? I don't think so. I would be sad if you don't think so. But that's our view. But yeah, but for me, that is right. Right. What I said was true. That Fox had helped enable the lie that the 2020 presidential election was stolen.
repeated 90s pa lang naririnig ko na yung line na yun eh. Pero until that time, yun yung isang parang tingin ko ay concrete example na these people are not really honest about what they're saying in their news shows. One particular video na napanood
Though, sinakyan din naman ng mga known liberal media like MSNBC, ABC, CNN, okay? Sinakyan nila Washington Post, New York Times, and Wall Street Journal yung mistake ng then former President George W. Bush 43rd White House slash administration in terms of the war on Iraq. Okay, that shit in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Okay, post Saddam Hussein, or more like, yeah, post Saddam Hussein, post Osama bin Laden, post Gaddafi na ano sa mga lies on Afghanistan na the Taliban would never come back, but they come back, and mali yung naging inamin ng mga former government officials to that time na involved on the start ng war on Islamic terrorism. I would not say war on terror only. This was caused by, mga Islamic terrorists na, na they had perpetrated, well, perpro, no, not that word. Basta piyo na word, nalimutan ko yung line, na yung word na yun. Perpetrated. Yeah, they have perpetrated pala the lies of then former President Bush. And there was this one thing he said in State of the Union, yeah, in 2003. Where, yeah. No, I think this was in 2004 bago yung re-election niya na the British, okay? Andito yun eh. Hahanapin natin. Makikita natin doon. Ito. Ito yan. Ito yung tutukoy. Here it is. Yeah. Understand. There. Here it is. Ito yung sinabi na yan ni former President Bush ng State of the Union niya.
Listen to 16 crucial words that help get the American public on board with going to war, the line that scared the bejesus out of them.
Yep.
The British government has learned that Saddam Hussein recently sought significant quantities.
Ayan na.
The British government has learned
He got his President Bush got his military info. Okay, military arms related info on the Iraq's supposed weapons of mass destruction, nukes, of course, alam niyo na, and other nukes, missiles, and other dangerous weapons that can be brought to America, possibly by Iraq under former President Saddam Hussein, diba? Na there was weapons of mass destruction on Iraq. Right, last one.
The line that scared the bejesus out of them.
The British government has learned that Saddam Hussein recently sought significant quantities of uranium from Africa.
That's what the British that's what the then former Prime Minister Tony Blair's government and the MI6 had learned that Iraq bought the uranium in the African continent so they can weaponize it, harness it to take a strike on the US. Supposedly, that's why for President Bush, yun nga, like talagang sinakyan niya yung ano ng war on Iraq. He really had that anger on Saddam Hussein. Which is I still don't get it why na bakit the US yeah obviously had yun nga napabayaan nila yung Afghanistan but then shifted immediately towards Iraq. It still baffles me until today. So yeah, that's why. Well, there was this joke that former Vice President Dick Cheney had used Operation Oil, Operation Iraqi Liberation. Nandito yun sa video yun. Mamaya babalikan natin si Comicsman. I'll just go through on this first.
President Bush in his 2003 State of the Union. Those 16 words, reported on and repeated uncritically by much of our media at the time, played a massive role in convincing people in America and abroad that Saddam posed a nuclear threat to all of us. It was one thing if Iraq had biological or chemical weapons, but the idea of the regime with a nuclear weapon, perhaps sharing it with terrorists, was a whole other level of immediate danger. And Bush claimed there were receipts. Thing is, those receipts did not.
No, after kasi kasi napanood ko to sa Netflix yung documentary na to na War on Terror. So, but then yun nga, after ma-confirm yung naging forced narrative ng former Bush administration, the former president itself, the former VP, former Defense Secretary Rumsfeld, tama ba, Defense Secretary? Anong position ni former Secretary Colin Powell? Secretary of State, yeah, the first Secretary of State, the black guy. So yeah, yun nga, may nukes daw ang Iraq, which now we know walang naging nukes ang Iraq, and we just, or more like the Americans just obliterated the hell out of Iraqi army for no good reason, to be honest with you. Like I think that Saddam Hussein could have been a good ally against Osama bin Laden, but I still think he doesn't. So yeah, medyo disappointing yung pagsugod ng American soldiers on the orders of our President Bush in Iraq, which caused them little damage. Okay, totoo naman yun. Like it was, yeah. This is the funny part, which was the infantry fighting vehicles called the Bradleys, with na may different variants had defeated the T-72, the former T-72 or T-64 tanks ng Iraq that was given by the then Soviet Union na ngayon, of course, Russia na. So, it's kind of funny na natalo ng ganun. Na natalo sa mga battle taxis, yung mga tanks ng Soviet Union. Well, given siguro nga ng mas advanced yung technology ng Bradley. Anyway, this is masyado ng deep in the rabbit hole. But again, all I'm saying is that may naging mali yung part na yung ng American media on basically chanting that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, which now we all know na wala talaga in the first place, which is embarrassing with the American intelligence, or for an American president itself to believe some other country's foreign intelligence. And nangyari ulit yun under former President Trump when President Putin told him that no, we did not cheat on the 2016 presidential election, of course, even though most of the American intelligence, NSC, FBI, CIA had said that there was cheating on the 2016 election. There was that election interference by Russia. So that's kind of fucked up. Anyway, let's continue this.
Ko, I was introduced to this guy named Ben Shapiro when he appeared
Oh God,
on Piers Morgan's show back in the day.
My next guest has strong words for me. He says, I'm
nasa CNN pa si Piers Morgan. Oh my goodness.
off the rails on guns in America. Ben Shapiro is editor-at-large at Breitbart.com and the author of Bullies, How the Left's Culture of Fear and Intimidation Silences Americans. So why
care enough about the dead kids? If they cared more about the dead kids, they would agree with you on policy. I think we can have a rational political conversation about balancing rights and risks and rewards of all of these different policies. But I don't think that what we need to do is demonize people on the other side as being unfeeling about what happened in San Diego.
Well,
you accuse me of standing on the graves of the children that died there? How dare you?
I've seen you do it repeatedly, Piers.
Like I say, how dare you?
I mean, you can keep saying that, but you've done it repeatedly. What you do, and I've seen you do it on the program, is you keep saying to folks that if they disagree with you politically, then somehow this is a violation of what happened in Sandy Hook. And you have yet, I really like to hear your
the Sandy Hook. Yeah, that thing was so shit. That thing was so fucked. What happened to that Sandy Hook Elementary School in Arizona? That is so fucking. That's so fucking gibberish, dude. All right, let's.
Do nothing. Is that your position?
That's not my position.
What is your position?
My position is that we have to calibrate laws that are designed to get guns out of the hands of bad people and keep guns in the hands of good people who want to buy them. This idea of more guns versus less guns.
How do you do that?
Well, I think one of the ways that you do that is by better screening for mental illness. I think that you do better background check.
Hindi ba dapat okay yung sa mental illness? But I would also say that why can't there must be a federal agency really that needs to not it's now a state by state basis nakarin kasi talaga noon pa yung gun ownership and the regulation of how much guns people can buy and can use. So I would say that I would advise this in the blue states that blue states, if you have a regulatory agency on the screening of gun ownership and multiple background checking, na type ng regulatory agency, you should strengthen those. So no more shooting in the urban areas. So the Republicans cannot say anything negative about the blue states' gun regulations. That is my unsolicited advice to them.
Okay, so after seeing that clip, it actually brought more questions than answers to me, di ba? Kasi hindi half of the things that were mentioned as a defense by Ben Shapiro, hindi ko naman alam kung ano talaga, 'di ba? Ano ba yung Second Amendment? Sa paano na, 'di ba? Ano ba what's the deal with assault rifles and all, 'di ba? Ano yung debate tungkol doon? And among other things. But the biggest takeaway siguro or discovery rather na nakita ko doon sa clip na yon, meron palang mga dissenting voice that challenge the mainstream media narrative that are maybe doon sa kanila nabibigyan ng platform, but over here hindi ko naririnig yon. I never saw Ben Shapiro in the late night late night TV shows, 'di ba? Hindi ko kilala 'yon, 'di ba? Sino ba 'yon? 'Di ba? Kasi ang source ng politics mo, ng American politics mo usually dito sa Pilipinas would be CNN, yung mga cable news, sometimes sa local news meron din.
At they don't really care yung local news natin dito kasi nga wala yun sa sikmura ng mga tao. Okay.
And yung mga mga late night show host, 'di ba? Sina Jimmy Kimmel, yan. Sina Stephen Colbert. Yun ang doon mo maririnig yung mga yung mga political and cultural shit that were happening in the US back then. And those are all left-wing people.
Left wing, are you kidding me? They're liberals, dude. They're not really progressives. They're just mainstream liberal talk show hosts. Now that's where you got it wrong.
Voice that you can actually look up to find nuance on different issues.
Wow,
And that
nakikinuwans ka rin.
was, kumbaga, eye-opening para sa akin. And there, it opened the rabbit hole which I entered. And hindi na ako nakalabas since then.
Whatever.
Of course, hindi naman ibig sabihin na yung right wing ay laging tama, 'di ba? Even Ben Shapiro, I think he's a great guy. I think he's a very
Uh-huh. Ito na yung sinasabi natin eh. Now, tell me, ano yung sa tingin mo yung mamaling takes ng mga kapwa mga kaitis? I don't think we can even name one. I think you're just gonna defend them to the court.
very good and one of the best debaters I've seen, 'di ba? Kumbaga parang very formidable si Ben Shapiro. Even though
Formidable idiot.
hindi naman lahat ng
Whatever.
sinasabi niya I would agree, 'di ba? Or
Eh,
sometimes I agree a little bit pero you can contest his ideas.
oh, not really. That's not his idea. More like, that's his belief. Okay? Iba yung idea sa belief. Yung sinasabi ni Ben Shapiro, that's his belief. That's not his idea. At saka, no idea has an original concept. Believe me, I believe you on that. Look, you don't need to believe me if you don't want to. I don't even care. All I'm saying is, any idea doesn't have an original concept. We just twisted it. Nilalagyan lang natin yung like what you said, nuance. Para magkaroon ng realization ng mga tao. Gets mo na, di ba? You probably got that. So, yeah.
Especially recently, madami siyang mga contestable views about censorship, about you can discover different views na hindi ka ikakahon. Kumbaga, you have the freedom to find out about as many ideas about certain topics.
No, pwede nga, more like belief, not an idea.
Sa YouTube,
Anyway, whatever.
search for them. Because
Anyway, yun
dissenting
naman
opinion
paniwala
yan doesn't mean you'd have to put it in high regard, diba? And of course, those will be determined by your individual by our individual values, philosophy, ideology, culture, and all. But these
Dahil mo lang na uto.
ideas are all over the internet.
Ideas and belief. Hindi mo man lang, wala ka sa main point mo. Tama si tama si Boss Kai. Wala kang dun sa yung main point on why did you like American politics.
Napadpad ako at I started looking up about what the Second Amendment was, di ba? And discovered the philosophy behind it na parang, oo nga no, di ba? This is a valuable thing that they have sa Amerika. Kasi yung Second Amendment, wala dito yun eh.
No, wala nga, but we still have gun rights pa rin naman yung mga tao. Mahigpit lang talaga yung screening dito sa Pilipinas of owning a gun. Given na trigger happy yung mga Filipinos na nagmamayari ng mga baril. You should know that. That is kind of may pagka-bloodthirst din tayo mga Pilipino, lalo na din sa mga tao talagang we so despise that we really want to kill them. Gets mo ba yun? I hope so na gets me. Punto ko na yun. Because yun nga yung problema if we have a lax gun ownership. Okay? We have a lax regulation on gun ownership. I don't want to say control. I just want to say regulation on gun ownership.
Wala sa Pilipinas nun, yung right to bear arms. It is a very
Meron nga, hindi lang constitutional law. Okay? Kakatawa ka din.
uniquely American law.
Kasi nga, they got taken over by the British. Or the real and original United States of America, Native America, has been taken over by these white Europeans, mainly the British. Okay, they've been taken over by the British in 1500s as well, until they got their freedom on 1776 against the British monarchy. And the rest is history. You should know that. You probably know that. Hope so. I really hope.
That's embedded in their constitution.
So therefore, that's why nilagay nga nila sa constitutional amendments na yung right to bear arms.
And I found out, going back to mass shootings, kumbaga, tama din si Ben Shapiro eh, na parang yung mass shootings kasi are being used to push the gun control agenda. 'Di ba? You are not really
Huh? No, that's dumb. That's a dumb part on Ben Shapiro. The reason ang daming kumakalat na illegal weapons or black marketed weapons or legally marketed weapons is because the lack of gun regulation. Let's just say regulation. I'm not gonna say control. I'm not gonna give the right wingers a win with this one. It's just a regulation. It's just a regulation. Though, like I said dun kanina na nakakapagtaka na bakit nga ba sa urban areas lang talaga ang naging major mass shootings, not rural areas. Which, I'm not saying na parang unfair. Sige, sabihin natin medyo unfair, but I don't want to say na parang hindi na parang mas deserve pa sa rural areas yung gun shootings. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that okay, medyo inaantok na ako, but I still wanna try to finish this shit.
At least yun ang nakita kong argument sa kabila. Although, I would still recognize that there is a problem na may mga nakakalusot talaga
Yun naman pala eh.
na masasamang tao
Oh,
because they have access to guns. And
though it's a state by state basis. Makikita mo naman yan. Oh, sige. If makita mo tong video ko, I hope na you'd see this. Mas maganda to. Maya na. I hope you get to see this, ha. Pero ano pa, state by state lahat yan. All yan. Ang dami na ng permit as of last year. Diba? Ah, dami, di ba? Most of them are yung state legislature nila held by Republicans. Yan na. O baka sabi mo, cherry picker ako kung makita mo itong commentary ko din sa, sa video mo about why you're interested in American politics. So, yeah.
It is a double-edged sword yung
Oh my
second.
God, I'm so sorry. Share this. Ayan. Ayan yung ito yung stats or graphics pala. Graphics of the states that yung no permits, ang simple ko lang to. Simple interpretation is you can buy guns legally and illegally. That's how I see it. So, talagang wala ng permits, you can carry it around whenever you want. Ito, required to open still carry in states for the core, Minnesota, South Carolina. So, South Carolina, and Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and open carry, prohibited, and concealed carry with permit. Illinois, California, New York, New Jersey. Just a surprise. Required concealed carry, madami din naman ng mga states. North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Louisiana, New Mexico, Colorado, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Washington, Nevada. Ako, mas marami pa rin yung no permits. As in, literally, pwede makapag-own ng gun whenever the hell you want or how many the fuck you want ma-own ng mga baril. Kasi lang,
Are saying na hindi naman nila gustong
yeah,
tanggalin yung
we're
right
not
to bear
saying that.
arms.
We're all just saying that we should we should be careful more on vetting yung mga people na can own guns. Especially if a civilian wants to own one. Iba kasi pag civilian, yun. I'm not saying perfect yung mga nasa law enforcement, but all I'm saying is, iba kasi yung karatas talaga yung civilian na nagmamayari yung mga baril. Lalo na if makakabili sila ng mga military style weapons. Yun na, nasa GTA, di ba? Alam naman natin yun. We all play GTAs, whatever versions of it. We know that. We're not stupid. But okay lang yun sa game. Please don't do it for it. I probably joke. No, just kidding. I won't do that.
Kumbaga, the other side always argues about slippery slopes. Na parang once
Which is
you
true.
start giving an inch, they will take
A mile.
everything eventually.
They will take it a mile.
Diba? So, yun ang pinoprotektahan nila. And about gun violence, ang sagot would be, sa kabila, would be better mental health services siguro, di ba? And
No, hindi lang sapat kasi talaga yung that yung supposed better mental health services. That's not, hindi yun sapat. That's not enough. Anyway, I'll just really finish this up.
The script sa parang
Medyo nalungkot
baril,
ako ngayon.
di ba? And mahaba pang discussion yan, the issue of gun control. Pro or a con,
So yeah, yun lang yun. So basically, in a nutshell, ang pinag-usapan natin is why about not gun control, gun regulation, gun shootings, the politics of the NRA, even though hindi naman mention na ako na nag-mention for him. Because I got that. Again, even though sinabi niya na yan sa previous pod, podcast commentary niya, sa nangyari doon sa Tennessee, the Catholic school gun shooting. So yeah, that's it that's it for this episode. Nakapag-solo rin ako na mahaba-haba. It's a conversation with Sir Miles, and Sir Miles, I apologize for the constant chatting on you about when we have our next discussion. This would be the really last time for me for now to do this podcast commentary. I will have to take a break and just enjoy the remaining days of watching anime. So that's it for this 35th episode. Hindi ko ito nilalagyan ng first season. Hindi ko kasi kaya yung ginagawa podcast na episode na magre-record ka araw-araw, magdi-discuss ka ng mga bagay. Masakit ka sa solo mo sa akin kasi kasama ako. Tutunan ko yung mga views na ibang tao. So, anyway, that is all for now. And again, yeah, goodbye, ladies and everyone na manonood ito. This is EJ again, and I'm going to sign up. Thanks, guys.